rounds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, but my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Dolphins and the Chargers coming up next.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the L.A. Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
The Chargers just continue to improve and take steps forward under the quiet leadership of Herbert, who's been the most productive quarterback in league history through his first 3 seasons. Over 4,700 yards last year. He's expecting to crack the 5,000-yard mark in this season.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, such a great Week 1 matchup here, the Dolphins and Chargers. And fairly or unfairly, these two QBs are going to be measured against one another probably for the rest of their careers. Remember, Tua was the number 5 overall pick in 2020, and Justin Herbert followed him at number 6.
And let's add on to it because Joe Burrow went number 1 overall. He's led Cincinnati to 1 Super Bowl appearance. Jordan Love, also a first-rounder, getting his opportunity in 2023. And Jalen Hurts was a second-rounder with Philadelphia, and he's made it to the Super Bowl. So all in all, quite a class.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 61 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, Tito Agbenaya getting in there to drop it.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane, and he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them, and you know the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan, and they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board, and in the end, this group, they came together, found people that really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
Bill shedding the tackle, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun, it's Tua. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, a run by Achane. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, they go back to Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
A-Chain will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Devon A-Chain. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Run!
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Let's go.
It's Eckler again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Go.
Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's another typical season for Williams last year. Big-time playmaking and also an injury that kept him off the field for a few games. Still, put up just under 900 yards to lead Los Angeles, and he picks up the first with that catch.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Hill. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way. Break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
No surprised to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 21 yards away. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A-Chain on the counter.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw. His throw incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger. They take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. This is caught by Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now with that clock rolling. Herbert now. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, 49 yards.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 74 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Set.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
And they went to the
the tunnel with a lead, they come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
H.A. now up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This now a 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Returnable here for Davis. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Eckler's long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a toss running left, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Miami set to take over.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. A-Chain gets it from the gun. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Now Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, heck of a move. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Mostert. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a toss left for A-Chain. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Sanders' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. On third down, here's Eckler. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with A-Chain. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes now here. I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. K.J. Hamler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Finds Spiller on the check down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
something here on 3rd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here is 3rd down and 4. Herbert now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Go ahead.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Dolphins, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.